Recording. We are now recording, letting people in. Yo, letting people in. Hold up. I'm just gonna put this out there on FB as well.
I'll close this. We can get noise from outside.
Yeah, please.
Yes, please. Welcome to today's episode of the game. Didn't really promote this one. You know what happens though? The ones that we don't promote, we spit the maddest game.
But the people that know, they know.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been reminded. I mean, we've been going hard on the marketing, to be fair. Shouts to my boy Deck. Left side, right, man. That's me. What up, Deck? How are you, bro?
Recording in progress.
Oh, the echo, bro, the echo. Is it?
This is me.
You gotta turn your mic off.
Oh.
There we go.
No, we're good. We good now.
I'm trying to think where else I normally post it.
Yeah, I normally go hard on socials, but today's nothing.
Did you try to put it on Eventbrite?
I think it does it automatically.
What's up, Deck? How are you, bro?
I'll do it off my personal life this time. You do it you do it on your phone off the what's his name? Off the blockchain Sensei one. Man like John, look in. And like, yo, I just realized, John, I need you to produce a beat for Ninja. It just makes sense.
Oh, is he a producer?
Yeah, it just makes sense. It just makes complete sense now that I thought about it. Yeah, that is the one. John, you got any drum and bass stuff? Do I have to unmute him? There he goes, he's unmuted. Let me go on live on my IG.
Yeah, I'm gonna invest in Sensei.
Then we got Dylan.
Who's that?
What up? Let me just put this in my excellence group as well.
Yo, SK.
Excellence group. John, is your mic working? Yes. Yeah, I was asking, John, if you make any drum and bass beats. Or could you?
I wonder what's up you heard on there.
Yeah.
Oh, is it my mic that's not working? Audio's working.
All right. Yeah, I'm good.
All right, cool. Right, we'll just get started.
Wait, make sure you put on here.
Oh, the title on the IG.
Yeah.
Bear with us a second, guys. You know that we're going to come to you with that good, lovely, jabbly stuff, but none of this is financial advice. Why? Because I am most definitely not a financial advisor, neither is he. We would never intend to be perceived or received as financial advisors because we are not accredited. But what we would recommend is that if you are about to take a financial risk, which is basically any form of investing, you should seek financial advice from an accredited financial advisor. Why? Because all investments come with risk. Super simple. This information should only be used for educational and entertainment purposes only. Thank you very much. So that's the disclaimer out of the way. So crazy things happening in China today, right? Well, not today, but like this week. We might as well start with that. We might as well start with China banning Bitcoin, even though it's already banned, and banning it again for like
the 37th time.
For the, yeah, like the 37th time. And at first people were like, oh my God, they're banning Bitcoin. And then kind of people started going, hang on a minute. I swear I heard this like 6 months ago. And then they started going through, because China kind of forgot that people in the West use Facebook, and Facebook has Facebook memories. So if you probably put this up a couple of years ago going, oh, China's banning Bitcoin, your Facebook memories might have thrown up that China had already banned Bitcoin and now they're banning something that was already banned before. What up, man like Rich? My guy. What's this weird thing that he's just done? Questions. What up, my people? Yeah, my G. So let's just share some of the information that we've got on China banning Bitcoin, because it's quite interesting, them banning Bitcoin. Let me just go to the Blockchain Sensei Instagram because I posted it on there. Okay, so here's the post. Let me share screen. So yeah, China banned Bitcoin in 2017, October the 18th. They also banned it in 2019, June the 25th. So yeah, they have a way of repeating themselves in China. So if this is your first time of the China ban, it's happened in 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, and most definitely China will definitely ban Bitcoin next year. China most definitely will ban Bitcoin the year after. And probably most likely China will probably ban Bitcoin 2024. Do you reckon China will ban Bitcoin in 2025?
I think so.
I think they will ban Bitcoin in 2025. So get used to China banning Bitcoin. Now, in terms of what happens on the charts when China decides to ban Bitcoin, it always coincidentally seems to be when there's a bit of a dip happening already. So there's always a bit of a dip happening already. And then they're like, oh yeah, we're going to ban it now. And it's like, really? Really though? And what's really weird as well is every time they try to ban it, the market spikes up just a little bit and then carries on going down. So I've been a bit unsure about the direction of Bitcoin. I'm going to go to the TA in a second of where we're at in a second. But yeah, as you can see, the stochastics and the RSI is super low in 2013 and again in 2017 when they banned it. And this is 2017 and just kind of what's happening now in the market. But yeah, let's go and have a look quickly at the charts. So hopefully everyone can see my chart. So this is the cup and handle that we've drawn on the altcoin market. Shout out Blockchain Backer that gave us a little bit of insight into that movement. And we've kind of marked it up. So what is this chart? This chart is showing the market cap, the total value for all crypto, excluding Bitcoin. So we went over this before and I showed it pretty much every single time. I'm going to show it again. From July to now, to September, over 800 billion was added to crypto. So that's a fair bit. So we can see that that's what's capable of happening in a few weeks' time. What's capable and how much is possible to be added to the crypto market in the space of a month. So let's say we'll go from May, 3rd of April. From there, what's happened in the past? There we go. And we'll go up to just 30 days. So to the high in 1 month, 542 billion was added, but then obviously it kind of dipped. So, but yeah, you can see that it's very easy for in 1 month, 500 billion to be added to crypto. Now, where we've kind of calculated the altcoin market cap is going to get to is between here and here. So we're expecting another 800 billion to be added to the crypto market before it makes its big ultimate turnaround, dip down move. Now, as we've seen before, it's possible for 800 billion to be added to the crypto market in a 2-month window. So can it happen again between October, November, and December? Pretty likely it can. So that's what we're watching out for. So let's just quickly have a look at Bitcoin. Oh, I didn't even tell you. I thought I lost all my TA earlier.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my God. I was panicking.
That was terrible. Guys, if you need the hours of life and attention span these lines took to draw.
Yeah, especially my Bitcoin and altcoin market. Crazy. So where we're at right now with Bitcoin, if we I've just realized I'm not even doing it on here. I might as well show some of these people on here as well. So how do I change the camera? Reverse it. How do I reverse? Oh, it's here.
Oh, no.
Okay, so let me just quickly do this again for the IG peeps. So this is our cup and handle, forming quite nicely, very nicely. This is Bitcoin USD, which has come down to the trend line very nicely. So we're expecting a bounce off. Oh, we got our bounce off. So we're expecting that to come on up to around here. Probably face a bit of trouble at these points here. 45K, definitely at this resistance level here of, what level is that? That is 48K, and definitely at the all-time high of 52. And then from there, once it goes back, oh, that was not even the all-time high. All-time high is all the way up here at 65. So yeah, we've got a few levels of resistance to go through on Bitcoin. So that will mean that the altcoin run will last a bit of a while. So yeah, that's my little take on that. I'm gonna let you start. Oh no, actually there was one thing I wanted to start with really badly. Do you remember I was doing that? I showed it to Ollie. I was meant to do this in a previous episode, but I'm gonna do it now. Just bear with me a second. It was to show the highest market cap companies in each country, which I think is very interesting when you look at it. Okay. It's kind of a little bit disturbing as well. So I'm just going to warn you that this may make some conspiracy theorists be like, oh my days. So here we go. So, but it's great investment, not advice, but strategy that you invest in some of the companies that are the biggest market cap companies for different countries, because it's very unlikely that their governments are going to let them collapse, e.g. Apple, which I always say, if you're not invested in Apple or Microsoft, then or Facebook or Google, then you're not really serious about investing and you don't actually want to be financially free. Veil Mining, you've heard us mention them before. They're the guys that have got a bit of a monopoly on the lithium mining. What's lithium needed for? Mobile phones, electric cars, batteries. Then we've got that's in Brazil. Brazilian company. Yeah. Then we've got Walmart, Shopify in Canada, and then in Europe, this is where things get very, very interesting. Let's have a look. So we've got LVMH in obviously in France at 414 billion. Then we've got Inditex, which is Zara in Spain, of course. Then the interesting one, I don't know if anyone's noticed, but is AstraZeneca in the UK.
No way.
Of all the companies, AstraZeneca has got the biggest market cap. Is that recent?
It's just what the data says as of August 16, 2021. Yeah. The most valuable company and most important company to the United Kingdom's economy is AstraZeneca. Who could have called that? Now, obviously, we don't want to get our stream banned, so we're not going to say anything. We're just going to let you put the pieces of the puzzle together. Let's go and look at other parts of the world. China, Tencent, interesting. C Limited, which you've heard us mention before, something that I'm looking at investing in myself because they own pretty much all the internet in Indonesia, which has a population of how much?
Approximately 300 million. So for those that aren't aware, Indonesia is the 4th most populous country in the world. Most populous obviously being China, with about 1.1 to 1.3 billion people. Then we've got India with just over 1 billion. Then it shoots down to less than 400 million for America and around 300 million for Indonesia.
Damn.
That's mad. It's 4th after, just after America.
Just after America, yeah. There's
Where's the Russians?
Russians, I'm not too sure. But with regards to Indonesia, like it's like the Indonesian population is like 75 to 80%.
Man like Pian Wu live on the stream. Let's see what the most valuable company in Korea is. Samsung. Who would have guessed that? Who would have guessed, eh? Now, I don't know why I'm not invested in Samsung. Now that I think about it, there must be a reason why I've not invested in them, because I love Samsung.
I'm not invested in
invested
Samsung.
in Apple, but not in Samsung.
I know.
You're such a hypocrite.
You know-
Such a pagan.
Do you know what?
But they're good. Apple are the best in the world at selling people shit products.
Is Samsung a good stock though? Like because you never hear people.
Yeah, the chart's amazing. Let's look at it
Okay,
right now.
let's have a look.
Yeah,
Like
look,
you
look
never
at this.
hear stocks people talk about Samsung.
Yeah, because I think what it might be is that in the UK you can't actually access it. I think that might be why I haven't got it, because there's no other reason why I wouldn't have it.
I've never looked at the Samsung stock.
So you can't buy the stock on
Yeah.
Amazon or anything.
And plus Samsung split into like loads of different things. It's got Samsung Pharmacy.
like
Yeah, look at
subsidiaries.
that chart. Come on.
Come on.
Come on. It's actually vertical.
Wait, that's the
It's
daily.
actually vertical.
Damn.
It's actually multiple vertical on the weekly
Why do you
since
think?
2009.
Why do you think? Like all the stocks people that we follow, they never talk about Samsung.
Because this chart looks like this. This is a ridiculous chart.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
even if you've not been looking at charts a long time, you'd look at this and go, well, that doesn't make any sense.
So it's like a good investment.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And look how clear this support,
What's
like
the
this resistance is.
percentage gain if you invested in Samsung at the start of 2019?
2019.
So
Oh, the data stops.
Perpetual_Eden says emerging markets, bro. It's mainly Samsung you can get on trading 212. I'll have to look into that.
Okay.
I'll have to look
Okay,
into
I'm
that.
gonna have to get that. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at on that. So that's.
Point.
Is there any other news that I was gonna cover? I can't remember. There was definitely some more, but I'll let you go. And
Yeah.
then-
Cool.
Unless there's anything you want to add, Dom. Is there any cryptos you've been looking at or any interesting news in the stock market?
Civic went up.
Civic went up quite a bit, actually. Quite a bit. Should we have a look at the Civic chart? Is there any other news that you might have overheard me listening to?
No.
No Cardano news.
Is there Cardano?
Yeah.
Is there? Well, they like. Oh, they merged with Chainlink.
You hear that?
Cardano merged with Chainlink.
When was this announced?
Yesterday.
Okay. Yeah,
So-
that's why I missed that news.
So yeah, guys, that's a pretty big deal. Yeah, that's a pretty big deal. We'll see the price reflection in that later on. Let me just find Civic and pull that up for you guys. Civic.
They've got a really sick CEO.
Booyah, look at that spike that Civic had. That was on the weekly. That is actually disgusting.
That was nice.
Damn, this is why sell orders are important.
Damn, son. Damn, son. All right, cool. So that's me done. Ninja, over to you.
All right, cool. So let me just share some news.
I need to stop sharing on my end, right?
Yeah.
I'm not even sharing screen.
What, you weren't sharing screen the whole time?
Nah, I'm sure I was. Guys, if I'm not sharing screen, you need to let me know. Just in the chat or jump on mic and tell me I'm not sharing. You got it on yours, yeah?
Yeah, one sec. All right, cool. Share screen. Oh, you need to make me the co-host.
Oh, yeah. Done.
Okay, so let's talk about a few things. All right, so the number one thing that I want you guys to pay attention to is, obviously we're pretty active on the Blockchain Sensei Instagram. Now, all of these posts have value, but the one post that has the most value has the least attention. And that post is the watch list. Okay, so let's take this watch list very, very seriously, and let's talk about why our reasoning behind why we added these cryptos to the watch list. Now, some of them, some of these cryptos, one of us will know more or be more passionate about, but collectively, this is the let's just do a quick reasoning behind why we've added these tokens. So let's just start off with UTK. So, Mr. Harding, how would you describe UTK? I would go as far to say that fundamentally UTK is like a competitor to PayPal.
I would say it's like a competitor to PayPal combined with Norton antivirus for Wales.
Okay, cool. There's a fundamental for you. So for those of you that don't know what UTK is, we won't do a deep dive, but have a look at UTK. It's a pretty low market cap right now. And am I correct in saying that we both found that out through Swissborg?
Yep.
Yeah.
Anything Swissborg had, I buy. And you'll see if you look at the chart on UTK, it had a massive spike. It did like 300% in one day.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay, crazy. So do you want to talk about KNC and CVC, and I'll talk about Mana and CHSB?
Yeah, so KNC is Kaiba. That one, I'll go through that one out. So our algorithm was like, basically UTK and KNC by the end of this bull run could do a 10x. So it calculated that on Terra, Civic, KNC, and UTK. So if the algo says it, the algo 99.8% of the time is dramatically correct. So I'm not going to try and argue with the algorithm. If that's what it says, that's what it is. And also, if Kaiba has been added to Swissborg, that's probably another.
It's another big certification, guys. Like, we're so pro Swissborg exchange, because since getting on this exchange in January 2021, it still hasn't exploded as an exchange. The mainstream retail space doesn't know about Swissborg. Like, they have extreme integrity. The CEO is always showing their face. Literally, if the CEO always shows themselves, it is a green flag. Because what is Gary V's investing principles 101? Who is the CEO? So if you guys don't know who's behind the cryptocurrencies and or stocks that you invested in, have a look. So this is the CEO.
21K subscribers. Is that it?
That's it, right?
That's
this
crazy.
is extremely undervalued. The CEO is always showing himself. Pretty cool French guy. Anyway, let's have a look at what else we've got on the watch list. So Mana, Decentraland Mana. Basic fundamental is that they're involved in the whole virtual reality space. Basically, me and Mr. Harding were recently having a high vibrational conversation about the future of the metaverse, which is basically the virtual reality space that we're gonna spend more and more time in. It's evident that we spend so much time on social media and so much time on YouTube, but in the near future, as you know, tech people predict, we're going to be wearing futuristic glasses and things are going to become more and more real. So it makes sense to invest in the cryptocurrency that is basically leading that space. CHSB is just the native token for Swissborg. I said this time and time again, but I'll say it again for new people, that I'm a huge fan of exchange cryptos. So when investing in cryptos, always think about the use case. Exchange tokens, so Binance Coin, Crow Coin, CHSB, which is the Swissborg token, Pancake Swap, and Sushi Swap, they all just make sense because if the exchange has value, in fact, okay, so the basic fundamental and strategy that I always tell people with exchange tokens is if the exchange is good, the token should do well. I have never found a great exchange with the token and the token didn't do well and the token totally flopped. So to date, that strategy has always been correct. You want to talk about
Sia is my baby.
That's your
so
baby.
Sia is, shout out to Pablo for putting me onto this one a while back. So the way that I use Sia whenever I'm educating anyone about blockchain, because it's the most logical use of blockchain in terms of why would you want all of your stuff stored on the cloud, on Google Drive or on iCloud or anything like that, that if their servers get hacked, you lose all your data, versus on the cloud, which is on the blockchain. You'd want your information split into millions of pieces across the internet, clearly, because then it's harder for people to hack. It's harder to lose it. Whereas the way that it's currently done is just a bit dumb and dangerous.
So the basic fundamental is just cloud storage.
Cloud storage for £1, $1 for 1 terabyte.
That makes sense.
That makes sense to me. And the main reason that I think this one is, I think anything with a use case, the stronger the use case, the more investment it's going to get compounded over a period of time. And this has got the strongest use case out of pretty much
use case
cryptos.
Over everything.
Yeah.
Use case over
Don't get
everything.
distracted by the gains, because that's what they want you to get distracted by. They want, that's it.
You know what was also interesting the other day when I was speaking to Mr. Harding was how even I got in the meme space in crypto. I couldn't even find a better way to word that. But literally, the biggest gains I've ever made is off SafeMoon. Right, I made a 42x, but I could have got that in Solana.
Yep, and held the asset.
And
it would have held itself.
And retained the value as well.
Which is the distraction, which is what I was saying to everybody. Yeah. These meme coins were just a distraction. People could have been buying Terra. They could have been buying Civic. They could have been buying all these things that have actually blown, that have actually done the equivalent amount, like Avalanche. They've done the equivalent amount of gains as these meme coins, but held the value and haven't dipped. Mm-hmm. But, you know, next one, Terra. So Terra has been absolutely my terror, simply because I've been researching this for about 6 months. We was trying to get in contact with Pianwu actually to find out if the actual legitimacy of it being used in Korea. So there's over, I think it's over,
there's a Korean rapper,
over 100,000 merchants in Korea use the technology behind Terra. There's a great interview on YouTube. Just search what Terra does in Korea. There's an even better example, a 2-hour interview on the ARC YouTube channel. And I just think it's crazy to see what it's actually capable of doing. And I think Terra is the first token and blockchain that's going to be eventually, every country in the world is going to have some token that works in the same way that Terra does.
Let me just put it all into that.
So that's that one. Then I'm trying to think of the next one. So yeah, Terra has loads of things going on with it. It has Terra Anchor, which allows people to stake just normal money and get a 50% yield, which is ridiculous. That's dumb. Just off normal fiat. Then
so you can stake Terra crypto and then get
stake fiat.
Oh, you can stake fiat.
Yeah, and they give you 50%
on the. Wait. You can stake fiat.
Yeah.
On Terra.
Yeah.
What, as in fiat, as in GBP, USD,
no, it's
USDC?
in the Korean whatever it is.
Okay, so you can use. We should know this, but You can use Korean fiat, stake it, and then get Terra.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's mad.
Amazing.
So
Can you talk about Algo, and then I'll talk about BNB.BTC?
Yeah, so Algo, the more research, which is also pumped, and we've been telling you this, most of the things that have pumped have been on our watch list or been in our episodes. If you go back and watch at least 3 months ago, you could have got them for peanuts and got a 300-600% return. But Algo is the main reason I'm talking about this one is because the creator of it is Gary Gensler's best friend. Now, Gary Gensler, who's that? He's the head of the SEC.
Security Exchange Commissions.
So, it's a bit of a, is it going to do well? Yes, because anyone that's actually interested in blockchain is going to be studying this MIT lecture. Now, a lot of the people with money, their advisors or whatever would have studied this lecture or even attended this lecture. And then what are they going to see? Oh, Gary Gensler is best friends with the guy that's created Algorand, who also went to MIT, where most of the greatest and best technologies on the planet have come from, and some of the richest people on the planet have come from. What are they probably going to invest in? One of their own. Mm-hmm. So it just makes complete sense. So
and wasn't Algorand also one of the cryptos on the World Economic Forum?
Yep. So the World Economic Forum a couple of months ago dropped a paper telling, if you know what World Economic Forum is, just go and Google it.
In fact,
so they dropped a paper about crypto, which we reviewed, saying all the cryptos that they're recommending anyone that attends the World Economic Forum look into.
Let's go back to it. This is
June wow, you pulled it up again.
Yeah, June 2021. We literally covered this in June 2021, and on that list, what was the one that they called?
It was Algorand, Solana. I can't remember.
Where's the page?
Keep going up. There.
Oh, there
Algorand, Cardano, Celo, which is also pumped, XRP, Solana, Stellar.
Wait. What this I want to find real funny, right? So this World Economic Forum was dropped in June.
Yeah.
Right. And we covered this in June.
Yeah.
Or it was either June or July, but it was definitely damn early. Right. So let's say, for example, if people actually invested in Solana.
Oh, this is going to upset people. Don't do it.
No,
don't do it. This is going to show people what happens if you actually listen to what we're talking about.
Right,
and do your own, not invest, but do your own research.
Do your own research, right. So let's
if you do your own research into what we're actually talking about, you're going to actually do it. You're going to hurt people like that.
Okay, I'm going to hurt them, right. So in summer, let's have a look at the monthly. So literally, let's have a look at June.
That's what the chart looks like.
Okay, so...
And where was it in June?
So in June, we were sitting around, basically, we were sitting under $44 in June. And now...
At the high, go to the tip of the wick.
At the tip, we saw 215. So this was a very, very easy... This was like, if you did your own research and got into Solana at the price that we plugged everybody at, which was under $40, you could have potentially seen a 5x.
So 1,000 turned into 5,000 in how many months?
From June to September, July, August, 3 months, 90 days. 90 days, 500%.
But, people don't listen to us. We don't know what we're talking about. Do you want to do another one that was on that list?
Let's do one more.
Let's do Algorand.
Let's do Algorand.
Or even Cardano. Pretty much anything that we mentioned.
Algorand. Okay, Algorand.
So just again, World Economic Forum is a collection of the richest and wealthiest and most powerful people on the planet coming together to discuss financial ideas. And they had a paper telling them to get into crypto. So when people are telling me, oh no, don't get into crypto, I'm like, World Economic Forum have a paper on it.
Yeah, we would have seen like if you sold at the top, that is more than a 3x.
300% in 3 months.
Amazing. So let's go back to this. So
do your own research, guys. Do your own research.
So BNB is...
So let's just recap that again. So if they listened to us in June, that would have been 300% on Solana.
Mm-hmm.
No, 300 on Algo and 500 on Solana.
Sorry, yeah, 300% on Solana, 300% on Algo and 500% on Solana.
And we got that information from a readily available document from the World Economic Forum, who again, please do your research on who the World Economic Forum are And if they are interested in crypto and investing in crypto, it is not going anywhere.
Also, this is a major plug, which probably should be for paid clients.
The terror.
No, just in terms of research, like you should be listening to ARK Invest before you listen to BitBoy Crypto.
Facts.
You should listen to the whales. Literally, one of the strategies to be successful in this game, and the reason why me and Mr. Harding get gains is because YouTubers, as in retail YouTubers, usually give information when it's super safe to say. Where the whales, where if you can find out where these YouTubers get their information, including but not limited to the YouTube channels of asset management companies such as ARK Invest, you will find information quicker.
Yep.
And it'll be more reliable as well. Okay, cool. So BNB, pretty self-explanatory. I'm sure everybody in this room knows the use case, but just to iterate for anybody watching back, BNB is just
Binance.
Is just Binance Coin, basically, which is arguably the biggest retail exchange in the world. Then there's Binance Smart Chain, which is super dope, obviously, because lots of coins are built on that.
And then Polkadot.
Polkadot.
Dom, do you want to show Polkadot?
Probably the most
tell people
underrated coin in the top 20.
She doesn't want to tell people what Polkadot is.
So Polkadot its fundamental is interoperability and cross-blockchain communication. The founder is Dr. Gavin Ward, who is one of the founders of Ethereum.
So let's break down what interoperability is. It's the ability for blockchains to communicate with each other. So let's say, for example, I had SIA, so I was storing stuff on the cloud on blockchain for £1 for 1 terabyte to keep my stuff safe and secure. But yet I wanted to get information from that blockchain and move it over and link it with Bitcoin. I would need something that can synchronize the two together. Hence where Polkadot would come in. Hopefully that makes sense to people.
Is there one of these? Okay. Oh yes. This is okay. So I am not a Bitcoin maximalist, but I'm extremely pro Bitcoin in a world where everybody wants everything besides Bitcoin, right? So this is a little image that I see a lot of people sharing around, and it's just basically representing Bitcoin's performance against almost all altcoins in this world. Okay, so BTC, I personally keep about 20% of my portfolio in Bitcoin, and I cash out profits in Bitcoin and Ethereum. A lot of people like to invest in altcoins and then cash out the profit in fiat, where what, in my opinion, what you should be doing is when your altcoin, for example, does a 4 or 5x, you want to take some of it into Bitcoin, some of it into ETH, some of it into your long-term holdings, of course, get your fiat back. But one Bitcoin update that I don't see many people talking about is the Bitcoin Taproot update. So this is basically something that has been in place since around 2018. Okay, so Bitcoin core developer Gregory Maxwell, let's have a read of this, first proposed a Taproot upgrade in 2018 as a way to expand Bitcoin's smart contracts flexibility. So at present, the Bitcoin fundamental up until the Taproot upgrade, which should be happening around November, there's no official date yet. This is why you should be stacking your Satoshis, in my opinion, not financial advice. So I don't know what the scalability of Bitcoin and smart contracts will be. Obviously, most smart contracts are currently on Ethereum because Ethereum is faster, and now we've got Cardano, we've got Solana. But this could be a game changer. I don't know how fast or efficient smart contracts on Bitcoin are, but at present, I literally never hear anyone talk about smart contracts via Bitcoin. So this Taproot update will definitely push the price of Bitcoin and subsequently the prices of the rest of the crypto market. Now, what I want to show you is something that I find really, really interesting. And for those that haven't seen this, sometimes seeing is believing. And this is just a quick clip of, I'm sure everyone here is aware that in El Salvador, Bitcoin is legal tender. But just look how easy this is. So we have a cryptocurrency that is actually legal tender for the first time in human history. that works efficiently, that is the market leader, that is the coin that almost all coins follow when it comes to the market dipping and the market rising.
And what you don't realize is that that is Starbucks receiving the Bitcoin. So what does that mean? What could that mean if Starbucks is allowing El Salvador to have Bitcoin? Could that possibly mean that Starbucks might have Bitcoin?
I'm gonna safely assume, though I have no insider information or research, I'm gonna safely assume that all these retailers, Pizza Hut, Starbucks, Burger King, etc., which, mind you, legally have to accept Bitcoin. It's not a choice in El Salvador. Every single major institution has to store Bitcoin. I very much doubt they're converting all these Bitcoins into US dollars.
Yeah, so you might want to.
So
I'm not saying, but do your own research on Starbucks, and maybe you might want to invest in Starbucks, because I think they're next to announce that they've got Bitcoin.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
So I think we can literally, without any investor reading in investor reports, every single major corporation in this world. So in the food industry, so McDonald's, Starbucks, Burger King, etc., now officially have Bitcoin.
Indirectly, yeah. If you're in El Salvador and you do business, you will have Bitcoin
on your balance sheet, right?
So that's where this big spike's going to come from.
Bitcoin Taproot update. Obviously, people say buy the rumor, sell the news. I feel like nobody's talking about this. Like literally, I feel like all this like China banning cryptocurrency, etc., is distracting everybody from the fact that Bitcoin is going to start implementing smart contracts. This is insane. So we've got Bitcoin legal tender, right? So Bitcoin used as currency, Bitcoin smart contracts should be coming in November 2021. What else we've got? So as we posted on the Blockchain Sensei Instagram, Bitcoin rises as Dutch football club PSV announces support. Always consider where you get your news. Yahoo News, I'm sure we can co-sign as very, very credible.
Yep.
So it's not just some random website. Holland has always been pro-crypto. There's many places in Amsterdam. I went to Amsterdam for the first time 9 years ago. And ever since, I see more and more places in Amsterdam accepting Bitcoin. Like literally they say, we accept Bitcoin. So Holland has always been pro-crypto, pro-Bitcoin. We won't read the article. But one thing that I just want to get is one example. One sec. Crypto traders should be ecstatic after hearing that it is becoming increasingly normal to hear big names now entering into the digital sector, said Naeem Aslam, chief market analyst at Avatrade. One example, so just bear that in mind, Avatrade. One example he gave is of the investment management firm Invesco, which is working on creating crypto products for its consumer base.
Oh, look at that. Who's Invesco? Are they your mate round the corner? Are they your barber? Are they the guy that's in property that's telling you that crypto is a waste of time? No, this is Invesco. Invesco are creating crypto products.
It is partnering with Galaxy Digital,
cryptos,
for digital products backed by physical assets. And then the company manages. This is the punchline. The company manages 1.5 trillion worth of assets around the world and manages ETFs and index strategies worth about 470 billion. So let's just take this number. The company manages 1.5 trillion in assets, but the whole crypto market is worth how much? This is again why crypto is extremely undervalued. 1.9 trillion, and there is 800. So Bitcoin only has 812 billion invested in it, but one whale has 1.5 trillion.
But the whales are getting involved, but everyone else is telling you that it's a scam. So the bank that you actually bank with, the company that gives you your mortgage for your house, everyone that is a major World Economic Forum is involved in crypto, but your mate's telling you that it's a scam. Okay, so as we posted on Blockchain Sensei Instagram, the NBA, so the official website, this is
how you know it's credible, because it's from the actual NBA website.com, and announces its partnership with crypto.com. So for those that don't know what crypto.com is, it's a really popular exchange where you can get a crypto.com Visa card that gives you free 1% cash back, and you just top up this card with fiat money and spend it like a normal debit card, or you can stake X amount of Crow and get 2 or 3%. I've staked £300 worth of Crow and I get 2% cash back on all transactions, not 2% in fiat, mind you, 2% in crypto, and you can convert that crypto into any other crypto. So I actually hold right now, my crypto.com portfolio is worth £102, and I created that portfolio through cashback.
Mad.
That's crazy, right?
That's crazy.
And I've spent like £2,300 on this card, and I've received about £46 of cashback, and then that's obviously increased as I literally have a mini crypto.com portfolio where I've got 0.1 Solano, like 10% Litecoin, and every time I get cashback, I just convert like X amount into different cryptos. I love it.
Mad thing. Go to the next one.
So
Here's the watch list, and I think you're about to do BAT.
Oh yeah, BAT. Okay, let's go to BAT. Okay, so chain link. Do we need to go into it?
They've just merged with ADA, so that's that
cool.
one done.
ETH, we all know what ETH is. So BAT token. Now, shouts Mr Harding for getting me onto BAT. First of all,
shout out man like Rich for getting me onto
BAT. Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, the greatest white paper,
ever read. Okay, so the reason why I want you guys to check out the BAT token white paper, for any noobs in here, a white paper is a basic document which outlines what a company is doing, and what problems it intends to solve. And in crypto, the white paper is everything. This is the benchmark of a good white paper. I'm going to say it again. The BAT token white paper is a benchmark of a great white paper. If you find a white paper that is better than BAT, please DM us, because this is the best one we've ever found. This is the most thorough compared to the Bitcoin white paper, which is only 9 pages long. It just goes into a lot without going into it with you guys. So BAT, basic attention token, has recently been added to Swissborg, and everything that Swissborg adds seems to blow up later on. So
the algorithm suggested it's going to 5x.
Okay, cool. So fundamentally, BAT token white paper off the chain. We've got the Swissborg cosign, basically, and we've done the TA, and we think it's going to do really well. This is something that I've recently put a reasonable bag in. So I've liquidated a bit of my portfolio into BAT token. Check it out. Have a look at BAT token, guys. Basically, out of the whole crypto watch list, if it's the altcoin shill.
Wait. Explain to them about the Brave browser and what they can earn BAT for free. If you don't want to invest in it, you can just download the browser, and what BAT does, so it puts your web browsing on the blockchain. So in all your ads, all the tracking, everything, it basically puts it on the blockchain, and they capture it all, so you can't get sponsored ads targeting you. That's what it is. Let me just show you how much. Oh, I can't even minimize it. Wait, hold up. I'm going to show you my Brave browser. How much? I've think about it for about a week and a bit.
Do you want to be the host now?
No, I'll just show it like this. So this is my Brave browser, right?
Yeah, but
I've been using it for about a week.
People on Zoom can't see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And this is how many trackers and ads it's blocked already. This is how much time it saved me. This is how much bandwidth it saved me. And I've already earned 0.33 USD in 2 weeks.
Wait. Share that for the Zoomers. You're getting passionate, but the people on Zoom can't see you, bro.
And the Zoom guys are the priority. Sorry, guys. But yeah, all you got to do is go on Google, download Brave browser. That's it. So there we go. Once again, hopefully you can see. That's how many ads it has blocked, how many trackers it's stopped in 2 weeks, guys. 2 weeks, over 5,000 trackers and ads have been blocked.
Crazy.
That's crazy. And I'm earning back for doing what? Going on the internet. Say no more. Like, has this got a use case? Yes,
Yeah,
because the use case is working right in front of your eyes.
It's working.
So, you know.
Let's just finish off the watch list. I feel like this was really important because literally, guys, if you're going to pay attention to one post on the Blockchain Sensei Instagram, please pay attention to
look at £5, look at £10.
Exactly.
Not investment advice, but you know.
Look at £5, look at £10. All right, cool. So let me just share my screen and then let's just get over the watch list. I think like we really need to hone down how important. Literally, please, guys, like this watch list, save it and share it. This is the level of value in this one post is outlandish.
And it will be even more outlandish in 3 months' time, even more outlandish in 1 year's time, in 5 years' time, and in 10 years' time. People are going to look at this post and go,
"What we got here?"
Wow.
Definitely agree. YouTube is always late. Love the Brave browser. Bitboy sucks. His analysis is so off. Guys, by the way, shout out to Bitboy Crypto and everything he does. Like, I'm not anti-Bitboy Crypto. The only reason why I use him as an example is because he's the one YouTuber that everyone knows. So it's not like we are not anti-Bitboy. It's just that we tell people you need to skip below what's most popular and dig deeper. So the YouTube plug for today is ARK Invest YouTube. Yes,
they are one of the whales.
Exactly. Listen to the whales. Right?
They're one of the whales telling you what they're investing in. They told you they were going to invest in Terra, and then look what's happened to Terra. They told you they're going to invest in Coinbase.
Guys, and remember, the whales are the ones that control the market because these individual companies are literally, well, a lot of them are worth the entire crypto market times 2, 3, 4, even 5. Engine Coin, again, it's just the leading gaming token in cryptocurrency. I guess you could name Engine Coin as the Bitcoin of crypto gaming. Would you agree or disagree? Yeah. Pretty much the whole
and it's on Swissborg.
And it's on Swissborg. I don't know or have Ava, I'll be honest.
Travala. So Ava is a travel token, which again has a use case. Basically, you can use it to, the more you travel with it, you can use it to get discounts on hotels, hostels, food, drinks, nights out, all sorts of stuff. It's backed by, what's that company, that big travel company? Not TripAdvisor, the other one. Just go on their website.
Ava Crypto.
No, just go Travala, travala.com.
Travala, like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, just type Travala.
Travala. I'm not even.
No. Oh, TRA.
TRA.
VLA. Yeah.
Crypto.
This has got one of the best use cases and it's practical and people are using it already.
Oh, that makes sense. Right. Travala. Okay, right. What is other token? Is the next script of the traveler.com platform. BP20 is the heart. So it's built on Binance.
Yeah, check out their partnerships.
It's been seen with other.
So go to, at the bottom.
Oh, there we go. Engine wallet. Great. Right.
Keep going down.
Even though Engine had a wallet. Well, search for partnerships.
Here we go.
Oh, this is a major plug, by the way, guys. Literally, go on websites and just search for the partnership tab.
And then you'll see companies that have probably done their research before teaming up with them.
Okay, Cardano. Coin listing. Look into unlock the new use cases of your coin token. Visit our coin listing page. Our partners with Emigo, the founding entity of the Cardano protocol, was entered into a mission to bring about positive global change and drive the real-world adoption of Cardano's
partnerships with Expedia, Booking.com, and Agoda. Say no more. I think this is secretly owned by Booking.com.
Wow. Okay.
Or Expedia.
I've not looked at this coin at all. But there we go, guys. Mr. Harding said it.
I've been chilling this one for a while.
I've been chilling on it, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So BTT, that's the Bancor. Is that Bancor?
No, BitTorrent.
BitTorrent, my bad.
Which again, whenever I'm doing any lessons, I use BitTorrent as a use case.
So-
Comment in chat if you've used BitTorrent. If you used LimeWire, BitTorrent, BearShare, any of these things, comment in the chat.
These things were basically decentralized before decentralization.
That is blockchain technology.
That
So
is
when people are
literally-
like, crypto's, it's not real, you've been using it the whole time.
Yeah. So for those that
You've always
so
been
for those who don't
using
know
it. It's real.
how these platforms like LimeWire, etc., worked is people would have, instead of like one server holding the file, like blockchain technology, this is basically blockchain.
It is blockchain. No, it is actually blockchain.
Oh, you think
it's
it
actually
is
blockchain. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. Where basically,
But it's just before they added currency to it.
right. Okay. So this was basically blockchain information.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where different people, instead like one file will be breaking down into different files, and people will be downloading bits of everyone's file to
Create one file, which is what blockchain is.
File. Yeah.
Why have it all on one computer when you can split up into loads of millions of pieces across the internet?
I'll be honest. This is something that's been at the back of my mind. I have a small investment in it, but I should definitely invest more. Crowcoin is just the crypto.com native token. Use case is, well, people literally use crypto.com around the world every single second now.
I think Crow is the best marketed company in the world right now.
Yeah, UFC.
Period. They've got
UFC
partnership with UFC. They've got partnership with Paris Saint-Germain. They've got partnerships with Lewis Hamilton, with F1. They're everywhere. They've got their own NFTs with La Liga.
Oh really?
No, not with La Liga. They're with Serie A. It's the guys that did Top Shots that are with La Liga.
Crazy. Then XRP, I don't think that really needs any introduction.
VeChain doesn't really.
Yeah, VeChain. Litecoin, this is my fourth biggest holding. I tell a lie. No, Litecoin is my third biggest holding. I always switch between Litecoin and Polkadot in terms of my biggest holding. But Litecoin is basically digital silver. For every one Bitcoin is 4 Litecoin, 84 million supply. They've got what's called Mimblewimble, which is an update that I don't believe that's been released. I think that's too.
No, that Mimblewimble partnership is going to cause it to spike. So the Mimblewimble partnership allows whales to send money secretly.
Yeah. So
think about that.
Think of Litecoin as an upgraded Bitcoin, basically, and historically the price. So let me show you guys something. A lot of people only look at crypto against fiat, but it's really good to look at crypto against crypto. So historically speaking, up until recent times, which I believe is just market manipulation by the whales to get people to sell off their Litecoin, is historically it is followed Bitcoin to a T, and only recently has it broke that trend where Bitcoin's been outperforming Litecoin. If we just look at the all time, come on man. So the yellow is the price of
Bitcoin.
No. So the green is the price of Litecoin in dollars, and the yellow is the price of Litecoin in Bitcoin. So as of recent times, it's lost to Bitcoin because it costs less Bitcoin to buy a Litecoin. But I'm pretty sure that through this historic pattern, it's going to pretty much start following Bitcoin again. As you can see, around kind of like summer 2021, it started breaking the pattern. But shouts Litecoin every time. Also one of the oldest cryptos, so it just has pure legacy and it just works. Like, you know how like Solana, there was a huge hype and then the servers got overrun because of NFTs or something like that. Like Litecoin.
Well, people say that, but it was actually someone tried to put through 10 billion
through the
ETH transactions.
Through Solana.
Yeah.
Okay. The whales be playing. That's just basically the whales playing with the network and then seeing like, okay, how
can this actually do what we want it to do? We want to be able to send 10 billion to my mate instantly. Let's see if we can do it.
For the record, guys, I believe UK banks only let you send, is it 10,000 or 20,000 a day?
Yeah, it's about 20,000.
Yeah, so anything more than that has to be done through a wire transfer. So typically speaking, anyone who wants to send £1 million or above, they'd send it through like an asset management company, and they would do a wire transfer, and then the fee would be like 0.3%. So the industry standard to send £1 million in the UK, 0.3%. So that's £3,000 fee to send £1 million. And that will take usually 3 to 5 working days. That's crazy. Yeah, a bit dead. So Matic is basically, if you invest in Ethereum and you're not invested in Matic, it doesn't really make sense, because do you want to go on the technicals? Because
so Matic is kind of like, it's made by IBM, aka Stellar. It's basically a security token. Not like security as in like the value, as in like it provides an extra layer of security for transactions on Ethereum. So if you're a whale and you've got big money that you're sending, like 10 billion, you're probably going to lace it through Matic first. Mm-hmm. Now, have the whales been known to add more than a few billion in a month to the altcoin market? Oh yeah, they have. They added 800 billion in a month before. So yeah, I think Matic has a bit of a use case. Not to us, but to the guys that make shit happen.
And also it's recently added to Swissborg again. Okay, so long holds Tesla. Tesla is my personal biggest holding in my stock market portfolio. I don't think we need to go into why Tesla has value, besides the fact they are not a car company, and in fact a
robotics and
energy company.
I've been over that in so many episodes. I'm not going over that again.
No, we're not. Right. So I'll be honest. Let's talk about Shop, because
Shopify.
Shopify. Okay, cool. Right. Obviously, e-com is.
Yeah, they're about to go on crud right now with what they basically. Shopify is going to start doing NFTs, and they're going to do it with influencers.
I never even thought about that.
Yeah, it's game over.
It makes sense for one of the biggest e-com sites in the world to get into.
It's game over.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's done.
So AMD do chips.
Yeah.
So it's basically a tech company. Apple is Apple. We know why Apple's good. Square, SQ is basically Square Cash. The
Neo, I wasn't big on, but
yeah, I'm surprised you put that in the watch list.
The algo said.
Okay.
The algo called it, so I was like, all right.
Okay, cool. Shout out to algo. Netflix. I sold all my Netflix stock.
Could I quickly discuss the difference between VeChain and Chainlink? Yeah, so Chainlink is an oracle, and what an oracle does is it allows you to take real world data from the real world and apply it to the blockchain. So let's say, for example, Google data. So say, for example, weather, gambling, sports, anything like that, you can integrate that into your blockchain, and it allowed that data to be linked to it. So say, for example, you wanted to create a system that would allow you to pay someone every time it rains. The only way your blockchain would be able to do that is through an oracle capturing real world data and sending it over to Bitcoin and then paying someone. But to make that work, you would need an interoperable coin like Polkadot in the middle of it. Hopefully that makes sense. Now, VeChain, what they do is they work in logistics. So basically what they do is they're moving companies' logistics systems, shipping, transport, so on and so forth, which we've seen this year, coincidentally, hasn't been going too well for people, has it? That's a bit interesting. I wonder if there's more of a use case now for VeChain than there's ever been. I wonder if there's more of a use case now for electric cars than there's ever been.
We wonder. So I'm interested why you put Netflix in there.
Because Netflix are on crud. What they're about to do in terms of their merch. Look, IP is the way forward right now, right?
Yeah.
Disney, right? I've started toying around with NFTs through Omi, right? Netflix are creating more original content and more IP at a faster rate than Disney. And they're not doing it just in Europe. They're creating IP globally for each market. Netflix Africa has its own IP and shows that we don't know about. Netflix Europe has its own shows that we don't know about. Netflix Asia has its own shows that we don't know about. Each one of them has massive fan bases. They create NFTs.
Could I have no data on this, but could Netflix arguably be one of the biggest film production companies in the world then?
They are.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Nobody's spending more than them at the rate that they're spending on across each market.
I need to find an entry point. So WMT, that's Walmart, right?
Yep, Walmart. There's a massive case study on Walmart using crypto.
I mean,
Massive
there was obviously like the fake Litecoin news that caused a big spike, but yeah, Walmart are the first supermarket brand that are talking about accepting crypto. So we've not heard Tesco talk about it. We've not heard Morrison, Sainsbury's, and
but then nothing in comparison to the size of Walmart.
Yeah, of course.
Walmart's owned by the richest family in the world, the Walton family. Well, on paper.
Innovation first, right? TWLO, I can't even count.
Twilio is a Twilio is like a cybersecurity company.
Okay.
Is there a need for cybersecurity going forward with what's about to happen?
Well, yeah, because the world's becoming more and more digital.
Yeah, there you go.
So
Best Buy.
Yep,
getting early for Christmas. What's going to happen at Christmas with Walmart and Best Buy?
Stop. Oh, that's why it's the long. Oh my God, this is why he's the GOAT, right? So, okay, I don't hold any Walmart stock. I don't hold any Best Buy stock, but it makes sense. Long holds 120-day plus because Christmas is about 120 days away.
Yeah. So what are all the retail going to do? They're going to get into them, and then what are the whales going to do? Pump them so that the retail get in more. Happens every year, just like Royal Mail.
Okay.
It's just one of the easiest plays in trading and in the stock market ever.
So just the strategy, get into companies such as Walmart or looking to get into companies.
Retail.
So get into retail stocks around September where people are selling off, where the market takes a dip and hold them and sell them off around Christmas times.
Around January.
Around January. Yeah. Okay, so they actually retain their price. Okay, cool. All right then.
Not financial advice, but do your own research into it. And then next was Illumina, which is a biotech company. Do your own research. Then there's Cloud, which is a cloud storage ETF. Then there's XLI, which is industrials, X, which is steel, and then Qualcomm.
Okay.
Retail stocks, I buy them on free trade.
If you don't have a exchange for stocks, because I know a lot of people aren't in the stock market, guys, it doesn't make sense to just invest in crypto. Invest in both.
Yeah. By the way, please don't just invest in crypto, because when the crypto market crashes, a lot of people are going to get hurt if all the money is in crypto. Please chop some of your profits from crypto, put it into stocks, get paid dividends on those, use that dividends to buy more crypto.
Do you know what you should also do, right? You should also take some of your profits and invest in yourself.
Yeah.
Or invest in a business.
Going to the gym. If you're looking for a personal trainer, there's one called Alex Morgan. There's another one called Lucas, Mr. Spectacular. That's the ultimate wealth, to be fair, because you can have all this money, but if you have a heart attack, it's a bit pointless.
Before we go on Q&As, I just wanna share some mindset, and that's thinking of everything as an asset and a liability. Because the number one thing you can do in this space is not just finding out about the individual cryptos and stocks is really important, but always think of the macro, right? We're all talking about this word macro and whales and the big picture and long term. So really, if you look at your whole life as assets and liabilities, as you eat food, just ask yourself, is this food an asset or a liability? When you're drunk at 4 a.m. in the morning and you want a doner kebab, then yeah, in the short term, that is an asset. But if you keep eating doner kebabs consistently, you know, it's gonna be oh well, that's blockchain Sensei IG gone. That's gonna be a liability. So do you consider taking some of your profits and instead of investing them in classic asset classes such as stocks, crypto, real estate, gold, silver, whatever, actually consider, right? I don't hear anyone talking about this in crypto space. Actually consider taking some of your profits and starting that business idea that you've been thinking about.
Yeah.
Like literally open the clothing line, right? Open whatever you've like, if, oh, what's happened?
Someone else died.
All right, it's cool.
I'm still here.
Yeah, you're still here. So take that thought process and think about cashing out some of your profits to start businesses. I think this is the new flex now, because
because you can make more money in actual businesses than you can in crypto. But people just don't realize. And it requires more work, obviously,
and it's harder,
and it's way harder. But you know.
But yeah, that's the watch list. That's some mindset game. That's some news. We're 75 minutes into this. Let's go on with some Q&As. Let's go fire.
Or unless yours can do mine. So yeah, we will go firstly to because we only do questions for people. We cheekily let some people on IG have some questions, but we're meant to only do questions for people on the Zoom. So first question, we will unmute M. I don't know which M this is. So M, you've been unmuted. Any feedback on anything from today, anything you're looking at, or any questions? No, nothing from M. Okay. Just been asked a great question on the IG, which is, could you point me in the right direction for sorting my crypto profits after the bull run? I'm aware of the capital gains limit, but are there any services you guys to sort your profit tax? Very interesting question. So at the moment, you actually get taxed on every transaction you do on crypto every time you sell it or exchange it for a different crypto. So watch out. Now, what we're actually in partnership with an accredited financial advisor that specializes in crypto. So we actually have another financial advisor that we're going to be in talks with, which I needed to update Ninja on today. I'm going to be talking to them tomorrow. So we may actually have two financial advisors, one in London and one up north, that are accredited financial advisors that want to work with us in terms of helping people that are invested in crypto, sorting out their accounting and finances. So if you want to talk to one of our financial advisors, just drop us a message and we'll connect you with one of them. Next, we will go to Paul. Paul, you've been unmuted.
What up, Paul? Appreciate you.
What's up, guys? Great session, by the way, but very quick, basic question. I don't know if, how would you guys recommend actually using watch lists, and how often do you make them?
Great question, actually. So I create watch lists once a month, just because I look at things on the monthly chart first, then I look weekly, then I look daily. Now, what I would do is I would look on something on the monthly and then pull it in my watch list and then use TA to look at it on the daily to find out if it's a better point to put more money in, or if it's a point that I'd want to take some profit. That's kind of how I would use it. But mainly for a beginner, I would use the monthly. The watch lists that we create are mainly for long-term investments. Not quite. Some of them are quick day trades, but mainly they're all for long-term investments. So they're mainly for you to do your own research on the things that we suggest in the watch list, pretty much.
Also, I recommend that everybody then creates their own watch list. So have a look at ours, have a look at the watch list of other people who you follow in the space, and then decide which ones are for you. And definitely,
if something keeps popping up and it's on our watch list, which has been created through my TA, Ninja's TA, other people's TA, hours of research, and our trading algorithm, then our past results speak louder than anyone's opinions. So that's what I'd say.
But with regards to everybody making their own watch list, like, please don't have like FOMO. Only handle the amount of assets that you feel like you can handle. So numerically, like, I would say, if you're new to crypto, I would say pick 10.
So on that, that's a great point.
It's okay to miss out.
So it's okay to miss out. I'll give you something here. So Terra, I said it's my Terra because I knew about this coin almost 6 months ago. I've been researching it for 3 months. Could have got into it 3 months ago. I missed out on an 800% gain in a 3-month window. But yes, I'm upset about it, but I'm not that bothered because I know that I'm going to find another thing like that, because I found multiple things like that in the past, and I'm continuously finding things because of the research that I'm doing. So don't ever feel like, oh man, I've got to get into this. If you feel that urge, don't put loads in, just put like £10 in. Just what? 800% gain on £10. Again, not financial advice, but you get what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, great question.
So 800% on £10 is £80.
Not a bad flip.
Your phone bill paid.
Yeah, it's not a bad flip, but you probably don't want to flip it, or you want to probably keep some of it. So yeah, great question. Let's go to the next person. So S, you've been unmuted.
Yes, Mike.
What's good? What are you saying, broski?
Do you know which S this is?
This is obviously Superman Sati.
Well, I did actually text you in the middle of this and then realized you're on Insta Live. But the question is, I'm only using crypto.com, and I'm sure last time I checked, BitTorrent wasn't available to buy. So where would you recommend to buy it?
Binance.
Okay.
Binance. Quick one, actually. That was a great question, because what I'm going to show here now is going to help so many people. I'm so glad you asked that. So one of the things that people don't know, if you want to know what platform to buy something on, go on to CoinMarketCap.
And it tells you the exchanges.
And it tells you the exchanges that something's available on. So you go onto CoinMarketCap, you type in, come on, load up.
Also, please ask Mr. Harding for his Binance referral link, because you'll get some kickback and then he'll get some kickback.
Hold up, I'm just trying to actually show you. My internet is, I have it. Hold up. Oh, it might be too dangerous to switch my internet. Oh no, why is it not? Oh, there we go. Okay, so CoinMarketCap. Let's say, for example, I wanted, you said BitTorrent, right? So I would search BitTorrent, BTT, and then at the bottom, you'll say all the exchanges just there. So you can see the exchanges there, Huobi, Binance, BitHump. Super simple. Cool, great question. Cool, let's go to the next person. So next person we will go to is a man like Terrell. What's good, King Terrell?
Hello.
What's good? Feedback,
good.
questions, what are you looking at?
First of all, feedback. I'd say the Brave web browser is amazing. I've been using it for a few months now. I've got about $10 worth of it just from the free web browser.
Congratulations!
Yes.
Yeah.
On being an early adopter of innovation.
Yeah. And honestly, it's the simplest thing ever. Literally just using it like a normal web browser, and yeah, it's sick. I'd advise everyone use it. And I was gonna ask you guys your opinions on CBDCs and how you think they will affect crypto going forward.
I think they'll affect crypto massively. I think that's what's going to cause half of the cryptos to disappear, because they won't be able to function with. I think that's how the government's going to get a stranglehold on the market. They're going to basically go, okay, you can't transfer into this stable coin. You can only transfer into this CBDC to get into your cryptos. And they're then going to basically have a monopoly on everything. And I think out of the 9,000, this is what I've been saying, there's 9,000 cryptocurrencies right now. I think in about 10 years time, out of those 9,000, probably
95%.
Probably about 100 of them will exist. That bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
5% plus won't exist.
Yeah, there's gonna be a big cleanup. And I think one of those things is the government's going, no, guys, we're actually getting involved in this crypto thing as well. And that's kind of what China is doing by reiterating that, Bitcoin is banned because they're bringing out their CBDC. And once that CBDC is allowed, then they'll probably still not allow Bitcoin, but you're allowed to have their currency. So yeah, that's the big thing that's going to be a big problem, is governments finally releasing their CBDCs.
So actually, just to add on to that, then you see how El Salvador has Bitcoin as their legal tender. I see countries like Ukraine, they're using Stellar's network to develop their own CBDC, and some countries I think they're working with Ripple on it to develop theirs. Do you guys think there will be one platform that all countries use, or do you think it will all be different? Like one we use Ripple, one we use Stellar.
Again, great question.
So ask yourself
We had a conversation about
ask yourself this, right? Has the world ever used one bank?
No.
So it's unlikely that
And
there'll be one platform that takes
conversation.
This is why interoperability is everything.
Conversation me and Ninja was having the other day. The world isn't going to be just the world. There is going to be multiple worlds.
Are they ready for this?
Yeah, no, I'm putting it out there on the internet so people can hear it.
Okay.
Because we are about to enter the metaverse stage where people are going to be, you know, like how Dubai created their own little worlds? That's going to happen on multiple scale in space and also in the metaverse in virtual reality. So certain currencies, and I'm touting Doge to be one of these currencies, someone is going to create a Doge planet, and Doge will only be the currency of that planet. And there'll probably be 1 million people that go to Doge planet and do whatever they want to do in Doge planet, whether that's play games, whether that's...
So people will walk their dogs in Doge world.
Yeah, they're virtual
like
dogs.
that.
They'll walk them in Doge world.
Yeah.
Or they'll go on Doge dating in Doge world.
Yeah.
And there's going to be various different worlds. There's going to be definitely Disney are going to make a Marvel world in the metaverse. Why would they not do that? Like there's going to be a Star Wars world. So there's definitely going to be a Star Wars token.
Yeah.
So they're all going to have... PSG are ahead already because they've got their PSG token. Why have they got a token if there's nothing you can do with it?
This brings me on to a more philosophical value system of cryptocurrency, where right now we're very fixated on valuing cryptocurrency in fiat dollar, and then a few crypto heads like myself and Mr. Harding do value crypto in Bitcoin, like looking at a coin and be like, oh, this used to be 1% Bitcoin, now it costs 3% Bitcoin, right? So I do iterate to people, have a look at the crypto to Bitcoin chart for your altcoins, because you want to see how your altcoins perform against Bitcoin, and you literally shouldn't be invested in altcoins that don't outperform Bitcoin. What's the point?
Yep.
Right. So and then there's going to be spaces where, because this metaverse only accepts these cryptos, then things are priced extremely cheaply, but in crypto value, right? Not necessarily cheaply. They could be expensive as well, but I mean cheaply if you got in early and you just hold them cryptos. That's why I always say, like, have a diversified portfolio, and no crypto will be the one, because even if in the real world that crypto has low fiat value, there is a chance that there'll be a metaverse where it'll have high value. Yeah. And you'll be able to get certain services with that crypto.
One thing I would definitely,
limited amount as well,
definitely tell people to quickly research is go on Google and check how much it costs to build the International Space Station, and then check how much cash Apple has on reserve. Just saying. But great questions. Can tell you've been doing your research. Keep up the good work, broski.
Appreciate it, man.
Next up, we will go to Mr. John Lucking. You've been unmuted, broski. Feedback, questions, anything you're looking at. Also, I need to figure out a way of charging up my phone because it's been weird.
Is it not charging?
Not fully.
I'll just use my charger.
Nothing. John, can't hear you, buddy.
Charging.
I'll put this one in. No, nothing from John. John's mic's just not having it, buddy. Not having it. Next, we'll go to man like Declan.
What up?
Yo, that's what we saying. You good?
What's good, gang?
Yo, shout out, bro. Shout out
you, Ninja, bro. Shout out you, bro.
I'm good, bro. How are you? This guy's an upcoming producer from Manchester.
Hopefully, bro.
Shout out your Instagram, bro. What is it?
Yo, it's Deco Master. ITSDECOMASTA. Shout, man.
Jeez.
Let's get it.
Are you open for collabs?
Yeah, man. Anytime, innit?
All right, John Lucking. Follow him. Collab. Make a beat for Ninja. Ninja will.
Yeah, man. I'll put it in chat as well, innit?
Boom. You see that? You see how we're doing that collab track there? And then Dom will do the artwork. And the track and the artwork is the NFT. Boom. You see this right here? Let's make this happen.
Let's go.
Manifestation. But yeah, what's your question, my bro?
Yeah, the only question I had really is I'm looking to move into stocks as well as crypto, but like, what's the best exchange to do it on?
So
first one.
I will DM you an exchange. Everybody that wants an
Alright, cool,
exchange,
cool.
let me know. We recommend free trade. But let me give you my link because we'll both get a free stock.
Yeah, sweet.
You got a free stock today, didn't you?
Yeah, I
Footsie?
did. I
Oh,
got.
well done. You got a really nice one. Not.
No, don't let us get stuck.
You got-
Listen, guys. We do not invest in footsie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That thing.
Shouts to the UK in terms of culture, but not when it comes to technological innovation.
Nah, yeah.
So
Apart from this one great thing that they've done called AstraZeneca.
stop it, right? But yeah, I will. Okay, I will personally have a little call with you and then give you some game on stocks. Yeah.
Stories were nice one, dude.
It's been noted.
Love.
Love. Next question. Who
That's everyone, but M's asked what should you use to invest if you're 16. You actually legally can't. You have to do it through a parent, but a parent can set up an account for you. In fact, what I would probably recommend if you're under 16 is to get your parent to get a Kids Plus account for you with Free Trade or with Revolut. And then they can invest into a tax-free ISA account, which will mean that they can invest up to 20 grand a year tax-free for you. That when you come of age, you won't pay any tax on the gains of the investments.
Wow.
That right there is game.
Is game. I feel like that concludes tonight's episode. We're 90 minutes in. I felt that was a lot of game. Appreciate everybody that pulled up. We really would appreciate if you followed our TikTok. Yeah, Blockchain Sensei on TikTok. Help us get to 100 followers.
Oh, you know what we didn't do?
What?
What we said we're going to start doing at the start of every episode.
What?
We're going to shill the hell out of the YouTube, which is...
Oh yeah, subscribe to us on Blockchain Sensei YouTube. I think we've got about 30 subscribers, so we need to get to 100 ASAP.
Please like, please comment. Just say this was great. Say the comment. What if we've helped you and you've gained any kind of financial benefit or anything from anything we've ever done for you, please just like and comment and subscribe.
Literally, this is all we want, right? Because these things, right, forget boost the algorithm, right? The new phrase is these things help us increase our value in the metaverse. Whoever's a creative and not posting content, now is the time, because as people build virtual worlds, they're going to start talent scouting, right? So we want to be picked up, like we want to be the #1 educators, you know, in the UK, within millennials, Gen Z, hip hop. Like we're trying to be the guys. So help us be the guys by like, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. That's it. That's so easy, right?
That's it.
That's it.
Anybody that wants any lessons at the moment, my lessons are currently around £50 an hour. After I've completed this MIT course, that will be going up from the 1st of October to £100 an hour per session. Okay. So get your bookings in now. You've got 3 days left to get me at this discounted price. And then from there,
it's game over, baby. But yeah, DM Blockchain Sensei for any one-on-ones. I'm gonna drop my boy Deck some game in the next few days on stocks. Yeah. Signing out. Love. Like, subscribe, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, all of that. It's story shares. We appreciate them.